Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where every day is range day. And today we are going to be giving you our first impressions of the Vortex 1-6 Strike Eagle with the new BDC3 reticle. So everybody, here we have it here, the Vortex Strike Eagle rifle scope, and this is the AR BDC3 reticle. This is the 1-6 by 24 version. They make a 1-8. If you want that extended possibility of range and magnification, you can. However, I prefer the 1-6 because the more variability you add into an optics magnification range, it can mess with eye relief a little bit. But this one so far is not bad whatsoever, and from just a few hours on the range with it, the 1-6 magnification I actually am a huge fan of. So this is the product packaging for the Strike Eagle here. The packaging is very nice. I have no issues with it at all. On the top here you have a nice picture of what the optic looks like, and this is a little misleading because this does show a cantilever mount here, and this does not come with one, so I will get into that in a little bit. So moving on to this side of the box, we have a lot of the specifications which are really helpful for me. Also, it has a picture of the reticle. We won't get into a lot of detail here on the reticle on this video. We will wait for the full review to go into this, similar to how we did with the Primary Arms 2.5 times compact prism scope. And if you would like to see that video, you can watch it right here as this card pops up. There are a couple features here: the length, the weight, the eye relief, but as we get into the optic, I will go over these a little bit more. It also mentions some of the accessories that come with it right here. Some of the key features it mentions is it is fully multi-coated lenses. What that means is the lenses are treated to reduce how reflective they are. It also is treated to help with light transmission so that the glass appears more clear and that it helps it in low light situations. We also notice that it is nitrogen purged, and what that means is they push nitrogen into the optic where you don't want moisture or other elements in there. It eliminates fogging from moisture or humidity, condensation, anything like that on the inside of the tube, and it also helps with clarity in case there's some fogginess to some of the elements inside. So the inside of the tube is clean, which helps with the optic overall. And it mentions it comes with a VIP warranty. Again, the Vortex warranty is pretty good. Vortex is a good company. We do not have any relationship with them, but from what we've heard, their warranty is well known and they make a good product. But that's enough with the product box. Opening it up, I will show you a few things. You will notice the optic is not in here. That is because I've already taken it out, but the top of the box has a very cool decorative layout here of the optic on top of a flat rail AR, and we have some nice rounds that are depicted there that almost increases the value of the box because of how hard ammo is to get these days. So I mean, it's like a bedroom poster right there. Just to finish up the product packaging, these little cardboard panels here actually flip up and it will reveal the foam that's holding in the optic. Nothing special here with the foam. It keeps the optic safe and secure before you buy it and before you mount it on your firearm. It comes with a few instruction manuals. This is explaining the BDC reticle, which is very helpful because knowledge is power, so make sure you read through this. Also comes with the microfiber lens cloth. This was around the tube of the optic, and this is very important. It was talking about when you are mounting your optic, you use a torque screwdriver with an 18-inch pound setting on it so you don't damage the optic or create any kind of tube pinch or anything like that, because since this is an aluminum frame, if you over torque it, it can mess with the accuracy and the structural integrity of this optic. So just like this optic and any other tube optic that you mount, we recommend that you get a torque screwdriver so that you can accurately measure that, and so you don't strip your screws It's just good optic mounting practices to have. The rest of this is the product manual, which we really won't get too in depth with, but we will save that for the final product review. This is a little misleading. You don't want to use this if you can avoid it. Again, we recommend that you get the Torx screwdriver so that you don't damage your optic. So let's get all of this out of the way and show you what we are here to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at the optic. Again, this is the 1/6 Strike Eagle, and I have it mounted with a Sport Series cantilever mount from Vortex. Since this is a Vortex optic, I thought it would be fitting to go ahead and mount it with a Vortex product. So that's what we have here. But before we get any further into this firearm here is unloaded. So going over some general features, this is a 30mm diameter tube. The overall length of the optic is 10.5 inches and it weighs 18.5 ounces. So when you get into LPVOs, they are going to be a little bit heavier than red dots, but if you don't skip arm day, you're not going to notice it. Some screw-on capped turrets here. This one right here actually has a place to hold a spare battery. One thing about this optic is it comes with 2 batteries. One already here in the little cap. You'll see right there, there's the little CR2032 battery. One that comes here in the cap, and they give you another battery in the box. So that is a big plus for me. The lens covers here, love them or hate them, are flip up. So on these, it's not that big of a deal. I've had issues with these before in the past because the shorter the optic is, it wants to get in the way of being able to access either the power or the windage and elevation, which these are the windage and elevations here. But these flip up caps do not get in the way at all. Flipping over here on this side of the optic, I'll go ahead and show you. This is the throw lever. This is integrated in the scope already, and that is a huge plus. A lot of the times, if you want to get a throw lever for a low power variable optic, those come separate. However, this one's integrated and they really help when trying to increase your speed for your variability and magnification in your scope. The one that is integrated here in the magnification adjustment is actually screw in. So if you don't like it, it gets in your way for whatever reason, you can take it off. However, I am a fan of it. I think it is pretty low profile enough. It doesn't extend too far out from the scope to get in the way of anything, and it helps you with the functionality of this, because sometimes if your scope is wet or your hands are cold, trying to grab onto this, especially if it's new, and change the magnification is hard. So having that throw lever makes it really easy to change the magnification. On the side here, so on the top, I mentioned that these are windage and elevation adjustments. This right here is the reticle power setting. So this is an illuminated optic, meaning that it is battery powered and the reticle will actually light up from this battery here. So that's really handy. LPVOs will function without power in it. However, it is nice to have that because the red helps the reticle stick out from the background from spending time on the range or using it for hunting or whatever. That red helps the cognitive processes of using the reticle to its full extent. There are 11 power settings, 12 if you include no power off, which again, you can use it with the power off. So if your battery dies, it's not the end of the world like a red dot or a holographic sight. If the battery runs out, you're okay. You can still use this, but it still helps. Taking the cap off here to reveal this again. This is the adjustments. You don't need a screwdriver or a spare casing. You can actually just adjust it here with the clicking. The clicking is very positive. You can hear it when you adjust it. It helps you get positive clicks when you are zeroing this reticle. So it is very nice to have that. It's assuring. Also, again, it's covered so you're not going to bump into it. These are half MOA clicks, so keep that in mind when you sight this scope in. Again, on top is going to be very similar when you look at this. Capped turret housing with very positive clicks. So that helps when you are trying to sight this puppy in. Overall, some general features with this. It is waterproof, shockproof, and fog resistant based on how they designed this optic. So far, first impressions, I like this optic a lot. I was getting my times down and down and down the more I used it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to the gear, it comes down to the person holding it. So again, anytime you get new gear, make sure you train with it, make sure you are proficient with it, because it will only benefit you at the end of the day.
.106 first shot, split 310, 4.16 total.
I'll take that.
So everybody, that's going to do it for the video today. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to leave us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or you'd like to leave a comment about anything you saw in the video, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below and we will get back to you. If you like the channel and you'd like to keep up with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to be notified when we release a new video, hit that bell icon beside it. This has been Mac with Range Day, where every day is Range Day. Thanks for watching.
Go. That was about 1.6. I was late stopping. Go. I'm just gonna stop with the build up there and just say go, alright? Okay. Go.